Hey, what's going on, guys? Jordan here. Uh, Welcome to another video. I'm doing the Ddlc Purist mod, but once I open it, it immediately starts with Monica. Uh, uh, what? What did you do? What have you done to me? What is this place back here? Huh? Didn't I tell you not to toy with my heart like this? I don't want to come back, but I still come back to save you when they always start to. Oh, now she's crying. I don't know what you intended to do, but I really want you to be happy, but there's no happiness to be found here. I don't want you to be unhappy. This is the best, okay? I still love you after all, but you deleted me, so I know you don't want anything to do with me. Goodbye. What? Sucker. Why can't I do anything? Oh no. What have you done? What are you doing? No matter what I try, nothing is working. All I get is permission error again and again. Did you lock me out of being able to change the things? You're the only person I could do something like that. Why not? Why? What are you trying to hide from me? Why did you drag me back into this cursed hell? I know you might hate me for what I did, but isn't this just too cool? Or is this my punishment for what I did? Oh, now she's crying. Man, come on! I'm going to make things right. What? What do you mean make things right? Do you really think that's possible? I told you already, there's no happiness to be found in the literature club. You're going to do so much for nothing. I might make you a little happy for a short while, but nothing will change. And I know it will hurt you when you realize that. So please, I don't want to see you in that kind of pain. You won't listen to me, won't you? I guess if I told you not to do it, you're more likely to do it. After all, you don't want anything to do with me, right? I want to know really what you're doing. Is there someone you want to be with? Or is it because you just want to be the good guy? Uh, there's someone I want to save. That's what I thought. Is it Sayori? I didn't mean for it to happen. If there's anyone you want to save her, it's her. No. Or maybe it's Yuri. Maybe you really want to find out what's going on with Natsuki too. But even so, it won't change the platypus they're here. So, you want to make things right, huh? Fine. I'll play along. Maybe. No. Never mind. Just remember, nothing will truly change. I guess it's the title screen after this. So, what's going on, guys? After that long intro, this is the Ddlc Purist mod. Now, if you don't know, this is a mod that turns Doki Doki into a normal visual novel. Yeah, which is crazy. So, yeah, sit back and relax, guys, and enjoy another video today. Yeah. Of course. Okay, how much is this gonna be normal? Yeah, we walk on days like this. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna check something out, and then I'll be back. You know what, guys? I might as well just go through this entire thing. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jordan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait after me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Siri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jordan, have you decided on joining a club yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not really. I'm really not interested in any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sari likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on by on the average while spending my free time on video games and anime. Yep. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I'll know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you were not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess saying her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, but even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I packed my things, I stood blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if I'm going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. If I can't tell Sayori, if I can't, I can tell, excuse me, I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of a airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. Eh? Glance around the room. Hey, you already know who that is! Welcome to the club. Literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jordan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is for incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, then say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki or Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, ice full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jordan. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other well. We barely talked, but we were in the same class, yes. Last year, Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely makes me feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jordan. Come sit down, Jordan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sarah mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori and grabs one first, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and always has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around, my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my directions. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Have I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Say what he said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yui returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. don't let you don't get yourself imitated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that. You know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but uh, at least, I at least enjoy tea. Jesus, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself with relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Uh, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica. I was practically judged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. Jeez, man, and how to pair events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if you could encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yui also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really uh, worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jordan, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Facts. I to be honest, I am a NEET in real life. I don't read. I just play video games, man. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Okay, guys, I'll be back real quick. Okay, guys, I'm back. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Whew. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes don't over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you... Uh... What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem. Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Hehe. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you show them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. See, this is why I can't get into Natsuki. Because she's always like this! You wouldn't like them. I'm not very confident about it yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to one's self. You must be willing to open your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yui? Maybe if you show some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable. I guess it's the same for Yui. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yui look quizzically at Monica. Let's go all home. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time when we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, we have a new club member. I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jordan? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind for the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Zoe may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs I need to look at, and I lose my train of thoughts. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Hey, Jordan, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls, man. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you just really if you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can share. Monica looks at me once more. Jordan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey, Jordan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video right here. I'll see you guys next time in Ddlc the Purist mod. See you guys next time.